views and opinions expressed on the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of alltalkradio.net.
The following program may contain language of an adult nature. Listener discretion is advised.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer.
Fuck that guy.
And DJ Jerkman.
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
Only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
Oh man, hold on, wait a minute. This is some bullshit.
They're canceling the fucking show?
Yeah, they're planning on dropping us after 7 years.
That's bullshit. You still got people that listen and like the show.
Look, guys, you had a good 7-year run. What more do you want from us?
You're like a goddamn Oreo cookie. You taste like shit but swathed in the center.
Okay, goddamn it. Our hands are tied, okay? Yeah, you're goddamn right, your hands are tied. Jerkin, pass me the duct tape, motherfucker. Wait a minute. What are you doing? Tape them together. Yeah, motherfucker.
You know what? I think I kind of like this.
Yeah.
Tie it a little tighter. Tighter.
Maxwell Silverhammer, G.J. Jerkman, Cruise Control, and G Motors. Hellfire, I think somebody lit a cigarette. Nope, it's the hottest radio show on the internet. So keep it locked here from 7 to 9. STIM Radio fam, they ahead of their time. And now it's lesson 1, man, this is lesson 2. No format because they keep it fresh and new. And this is what I call a real show. They tough as hell with a hard edge like a steel toe. They campaign like a bass head. So if you mad at them, call in, fuck some hate mail. And if you think that the jocks sound quirky, allow me to introduce you to the shit that irks me.
Alright, you sons of fucking bitches. Welcome to the shit that fucking cocksucking irks me. Man, I'm spitting all kinds of shit.
Man, what the hell is going on with you?
I don't know. Anyway,
You're spitting is what you are.
I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm G.J. Jerkman. That's been just spit all over.
Did I spit on you too?
No, I just kidding. I've seen it flying this way, but
I was, yeah. I'm
a spit dodger, I guess.
I've been spitting a lot. I don't know what the hell's been going on with me.
Maybe you're, pretty hydrated and something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's the case.
Maybe you're dehydrating.
Oh, maybe so.
Yeah.
Very possible.
You better drink a lot of water or something. Some Gatorade.
The thing is, I don't think I drink enough water.
You probably do not.
I know I don't. And I should. But, you know how it is, man. You get caught up in stuff and,
You get caught up and you can't drink water.
Yeah, you start doing shit until you get thirsty, and then you're like, oh, okay, I guess I better drink some water. So, But
I see what you're saying. So you don't do it on a regular basis. You only wait till you're thirsty. You don't.
Pretty much, yeah. And I should just be one of those people. And it's kind of a bitch to be carrying a water bottle around with you. With the million other things you got to carry.
This is true.
Especially me having to use a cane and having one hand. Occupied.
Right.
So, then you got a water bottle, you got this, you got that, although I do have a to-go cup that I keep at work, that I fill up. A to-go
cup.
Yeah, I fill it up.
It's like a sippy cup for an adult.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, it's kind of funny because, what I'll do is I'll walk to the break room, fill it up, then I'll walk back and I'll realize I'll have to piss.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, fuck, you know what? I got to piss. So here I go walking in the bathroom with a to-go cup. I take my piss.
They probably think you're doing a urine test or something.
Right. Well, that's why I walk out and then I take a drink from it on purpose.
That poor blind man. Every time he goes in, he has to do a urine test, and we don't know why.
Well, that's why I walk out and take a drink of it. Like, I'm drinking my own urine.
Just to throw him off a little.
Right. Like, oh.
You should get some apple juice and put it in there.
Oh, I should.
It looked the same color.
And they'll just be like, oh, fuck, that guy just drank his own piss.
He's a sicko.
Yeah, well, they knew that already.
The hell's he doing working here? He's sick.
I am a sick fuck.
Demented.
I'm that fucked up. So I had this is Saturday. I had an event. And it's interesting, too, talking about the events and stuff. And these are like, where we were was in Sun City, Summerlin.
Sun City, Summerlin.
Yeah, which is the sort of...
Did you free Nelson Mandela while you were there?
No. I don't think Nelson Mandela, because he's black, would be welcome anywhere near there.
Well, he's dead anyhow. So.
Well, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Anybody of dark skin would not be welcome.
Really?
It's one of those, rich...
Oh.
You know how it is.
We're better than you and everybody else sort of clubs.
Yeah, but you know what's even more fucked up is the seniors are... So just take seniors with the senior cantankerous attitude,
Right.
and plus the fucking
Which is kind of weird because you're not even a senior and you've got a cantankerous attitude.
Couldn't you fucking blame me?
No, you're dehydrating.
Oh yeah, but yeah. So these are like very rich seniors that I guess, and they want to make sure that you understand. Like they'll walk past our table and look at what we have to offer, and they'll go, "I'm not there yet," and you're just like, nobody.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah, like they want it to be known that, because they almost think like we're gonna
Try to sell them right away.
or catch them and fucking. Well, sir, we think you could use this program. Well, I don't want the too fucking bad. You're going to use it.
You're old. It's mandatory.
Yeah, you're going to have to use this. So they want to assert the fact, and it may be for the other seniors around them too, that like, I'm not there yet, and I've noticed this with other senior things that we've done too, but more so, in the upper class, the senior group. And then there was another guy who came up, and I start telling him about the program, and he goes, whoa, 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 slow down, son.
Slow down there, Bucky.
I don't hear well, and you don't see me, so...
Oh, so wait a minute. What the hell does you happen to see him have to do with anything?
I guess he wanted to compare, like, pal, you should know what it's like.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say, what the hell? Okay, the hearing part I get.
Right. Yeah, the hearing part
What the hell is with you seeing have to do with you talking to him?
Well, that's it. The fact that I guess...
Now, that's an SMJ.
That was SMJ.
Yes.
I should just throw... Oh, I have some SMJ stuff, but it's coming later. So, but, yeah, he was like, I guess he wanted to...
You can't see where I'm at, so you can't talk fast to me. What the hell is that?
I think for him, it was his way of trying to, identify, like, look, pal, you're not the only one with a disability here. I don't hear well.
So you should understand what I'm saying to you right now.
Yes. Then you had, there were other people, that were there. One guy was very condescending to his wife, and he was just kind of like, well, you should use this program. She's like, well, I don't really. And he's like, yeah, whatever.
Wow. That abrupt, huh?
Yeah, he even said that. He was like, yeah, whatever. And
Damn, but I don't even have a wife to be condescending to. I do. We're still married as far as I know.
Yeah, well, you can still be condescending if you want to.
We could be divorced. Maybe she actually finally sprung for something and...
You think she sent you... Well, you didn't get any papers.
No, I didn't get anything, so...
So I guess you're good there.
It's kind of weird why she wouldn't want to, just like say, see ya, goodbye.
Yeah,
bye-bye, adios, amigos.
Cut the fucking, cords so you can be free, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a strange...
I mean, I'd like to, but, I'm kind of got the kids and a little strapped for certain things right at this point.
Right. Yeah, that's a motherfucker. Well, but here was the other thing. I guess this is what started this whole thing. I had the driver that picked me up from there. And I don't know, this guy is always...
The one today?
No.
Oh, okay.
This one picked me up from the event on Saturday after we were done. And first of all, this guy's always late. Every single time. He's always just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Anyway.
He's not a Johnny Gill.
No, he's far from Johnny Gill. He's this old guy from Boston.
Okay.
And, well, he kind of talks like this. Actually, he's not that old. He's probably maybe about your age or so, I would guess.
All right.
So
thank you for clarifying that I'm not that old.
Right now,
Yeah.
relative to...
Well, I guess he's not that old. He's your age.
You know what? You know what you say?
What?
I'm not there yet.
Not there yet. And understand, I can't hear well, and you can't see a damn thing.
Son, slow down, son.
Slow it down there, Charlie Buttnut.
He actually called me son.
Son.
Which...
Maybe he figured that you couldn't recognize him because you couldn't see and thought maybe he was your dad.
Dad? Is
that you, Dad?
Maybe so. I don't know. But, yeah, this driver is always very, he's always late.
Right.
And he's the guy when... Remember that one time I think Katrina was running my board?
That was a while back then.
Yeah, it was a while ago. And she had to leave. I forget why. I don't know if she had to be at work or something. And it was a rainy night. Okay, you know how spooky that the old all talk could be when nobody was there?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
There was a couple nights that I sat right in there and thought, what am I sitting? Because I would feel like sitting, because you would sit way back, where we sat. You would sit way back in. And the door was right there, and just felt so ominous at times, like something was going to come in that door, and you couldn't stop it.
Yeah, well, you know what I do, and see, that's the other thing too, because those doors lock. So, because I knew if I walked out and left the door closed, I'd be locked out of the building.
Right.
So I'm standing there trying to hold the door open, just cracking it so I can hear the bus. And what was that?
Sorry, the computer went. I just noticed, and my head probably just went on the screen too. I just looked over, and the one pad was teetering.
So if you saw a Jerkman head fly by,
I was saving one of the camera pads here
from taking a nosedive off the goddamn desk.
Yeah, I noticed when I set it over there, I set it on a thing, and when I moved, it's like started. I was like, oh crap.
So, hey, at least you caught it. That's good.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Yeah, this guy. It was down at the old All Talk, and it's like I said, it was a rainy night. And it's like February or something, January or February.
What, are you trying to paint a spooky picture for me
I
here?
am.
Or?
I'm trying to, yeah. All I need now is the music.
Yeah.
So I'm standing out there, and even the sounds in the parking lot, you know? Like you hear movement, and you're going, what was that? Yeah, it's like that. It's just an ominous, feeling. So I'm there, and I go, man, I got to piss. so much for the scary sounds, huh? So I walk in, and I left the door closed and everything.
Right.
Go in there, and I'm pissing. Now he's already out of his late window.
So you were by yourself totally.
By myself totally, and he's out of his late fucking window.
Right.
I called, and they gave me the usual canned bullshit answer of, "I'll be there in about 5 or 10 minutes." So I'm like,
back then, 5 or 10 minutes meant you'll be there all night.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I didn't know when. I think, let's see, what time was my pickup was like late too. It was I want to say it was 10 o'clock because my show got done at 9.
9, yeah.
So here it was. I don't think they could get me till 10. Well, here it was almost 11 when this fucker shows up. So I'm in there, I'm pissing, and all of a sudden I hear somebody rattling that back door. You know what I'm saying? The back door that you guys used to go out. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I'm thinking it's probably the driver, and he's banging, he's rattling, he's doing all this shit. So I come walking out, and I open the door. I can hear his engine out there, the diesel engine from the paratransit bus. And I'm like, geez, man, about time you made it here. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, I got held up. And I'm like, great. So anyway,
They're like that. Oh, I got held up.
That's just how he sounds. He has this real squeaky voice, kind of, just that guy you like to punch in the back of the fucking head. Like,
Okay.
shut the fuck up.
Shut up. Fuck up, Squeaky.
Yeah, so he shows up late. The event's done at, done at noon. I don't think he got to me till 12:30. So he comes pulling up, and, he gets on, and first question out of his mouth, so how's your radio show doing? I'm like, oh.
Well, at least he didn't say, how's your radio station doing?
Well, that's true. That's true. But he just had question upon excruciating question about the radio show. And do we talk? What kind of topics are we talking about? What have we talked about lately? And I'm like, why don't you listen? And at one point he was just like, well, if I had a radio show, I don't know if it would be as good as because you're a natural. You're good at that. And I'm just like,
We are natural. I mean, it's the first day I saw you, I thought, wow, this guy's a blind ass natural right here.
I am. Well, I felt like asking the guy to pull the bus over and letting him suck my dick. I mean, if that's what he wanted
For
to do.
$200 to pay your electric, you could have probably.
Yeah, especially if my name was Darth Thort. I got to get you there, fucking pocket taco motherfucker. So, anyway, yeah, so he was just going on and on and on. And it's funny, too, and I don't know if they're just fishing for small talk or...
Well, probably. They sit there all day driving around. So maybe, it could be just simple like, try to get some information. Or maybe they're just lonely. I mean, it is kind of screwed up driving all damn day, and nobody, you got people in the back and you feel kind of weird because you're not saying nothing to them. You don't know if they want to talk and they're just being shy.
But obviously they want to talk. They know I want to talk, right? And like, sometimes you just don't want to talk. You just want to.
I know that one, trust me.
You just want to ride and sort of zone out. You know what I'm saying? And you're just like, look, I'm not really in the mood to talk right now. Do you mind? Especially about the radio show. It's like you become radio guy. We've talked about this billions of fucking times.
All Talk Radio.
Hey, it's the All Talk Radio guy.
He's All Talk Radio.
And of course, the guy says, so what's the name of your show? Is it and he said my name show. And I'm like,
really?
I'm like, that's cornball, man.
Yeah, that would be a great title for the show.
But the Maxwell Silverhammer Show.
But see, that's what they think because they think that automatically, because it's your show, you're going to put your name in there.
Right. Like, I'm so special, I should have a show named after me.
Yeah. Now talk about getting the hell scared out of you.
Yeah? What just happened?
My mom just came in and scared me. Hang on a second. Can you talk for a minute?
Your mom scared you.
Yeah.
Okay, see.
Because she come out of nowhere and I couldn't hear her, and all of a sudden I look over like, whoa.
Well, I heard the door close. So
I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
so
I did.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So, yeah, this guy was just an incessant fucking talker, and, of course, it's always got to be about the radio show. And then it's funny because and they ask me every time, what's the website again? And I'm like, man, I gave you this website like 6 times already. You know, every time you pick me up, you ask the fucking website address. Go, and then he's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to listen to your show. Like, well, why do you keep talking about it? Listen to it if you're going to listen to it. Otherwise, quit sucking my dick, man. You know, I don't know. I guess, you know, if you're that pumped about it, you know, it's one thing if you just don't care, you know, because some people don't, you know, which is cool. You know, they're like, oh, cool, you do a radio show, you know, and they're just not really too concerned with it. But then there's other people that, you know, that's all they do. Every time you see them, how's the radio thing coming, man? How's the radio business? You know, I'm in the radio business, man, you know, and I'm just like, no, I just pay to do my show. And then, of course, you know, that was the other thing that rubbed me the wrong way. This guy just, like I said, this driver, just every time he's picked me up, just kind of fucking irks the shit out of me. And you know, one time I was telling him I pay to do the show, and then he's asking me how much I paid. You know, none of your goddamn business. And so then he says to me, well, gee, you got to be rich. And I'm like, oh, boy. You know, are you like a chick? Do you care that fucking much? So, yeah, I mean, he just, every time, you know, it's something new. And then he made a comment. This is actually the first thing that really bugged me about this guy. The very first time he picked me up, I remember he came up, knocked on my door, and I opened my door. This is at my condo. And he goes, hey, you got a lawsuit waiting to happen here, pal. And I'm like, well, what do you mean by that, man? And he was like, all these pine needles all over your stairway. Somebody could slip and fall and sue you. And I'm thinking, okay, son of a bitch. So does this mean, are you insinuating that you're going to sue me? You know, so, you know, just the fact they're saying shit like that. You're like, come on, dude, you just don't. And I'm sorry, but there's something with that East Coast, the East Coast mentality or vibe. Yeah. They all come off as scummy. Sorry. But they really do. There's something, especially like the New York and the Boston. Hey there, pal. You got a lawsuit that's waiting to happen to you. You wouldn't want me to fall and slip and break some bones, would you? Because then I could take you to court. So, you know. So anyway, yeah, that's the first time he picked me up. He did that shit. So ever since then, I've really had, you know, it's one of those guys I keep my guard up around, you know. And like I said, he was just talking incessantly about the fucking and that's all it was. It was just talk about the show and the radio show and the this and the that. And then he starts gossiping about other blind people like I should know them, you know. And some of them I did happen to know.
Because you're blind, of course you're going to.
Yeah, I'm going to know every blinky in the building. So
I know every sighted person on the planet.
Do you? You should, God damn it. So yeah, that was my driver experience with Mr. East Coast there.
But I know what you're talking about. It's that certain kind of Jersey or
New York accent. Boston, even.
They're just kind of irritating. You're like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, well, and the way they talk, it's almost like they're up to something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you're like, what are you trying to say here, man? You know, they're either rude or they're up to some shit. You know,
yeah,
like,
they're trying to insinuate something to you.
Hey, you know, hey, there's pine needles all over the place. I could fall here and
oops.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay. So,
you don't want a lawsuit, do you?
Yeah, I know you wouldn't want that, would you? So yeah, that was that, and the deal. It's kind of funny. You notice that the guys seem to be more dick riderists than the women about the radio station and the radio everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Why is that? Seems like
same reason that I mostly have. There always seems to be women board ops.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but the women. Oh, is it? Do they like the women? Is that what it is?
No, what it is the simple fact that a woman will come in and do a job and learn it. A man will come in and learn how he can try to take it to his own advantage.
Right. Yeah, I noticed that. Like, well, what's his name? Ivan. Remember that was here?
Yeah.
Mr. I got stoned, man, before I, you know, and, you know, his thing was he wanted his own radio show. You know, he thought he was going to be on the air. Same thing with Turtle. Remember? You know, hey, George didn't, you know, I thought I was going to work the boards, and he didn't let me go work the fucking... Why? Oh, he was going to... He promised me my own radio show, and he didn't deliver.
Of course not, because first 2 weeks I didn't put him right on the air and give him spotlight.
Well, you know, it's sad because he does have a good radio voice.
Who?
Turtle.
Well,
I mean, if he knew what he was talking about...
If he knew what he was talking about, yeah, but... For him, yeah, he would have to. Sports and he was great.
Oh, he'd do sports like nothing, man. He'd have a great sports show, I'm sure.
And see, that's why a lot of times, I mean, we have had male board ops here, obviously, over the years.
Yeah,
but
and
most of
some
them have been females.
Yeah, that's true. That's true because the guys, you know, they're not interested in learning something.
They want to come in, look at it, figure how they can do it, and copy it, and take over and become an entrepreneur themselves.
Hey, I'm going to have my own radio station here soon.
And that's what they think too. They think, well, I can be an entrepreneur. No, an entrepreneur goes out and starts something and does it. Doesn't. No, I can't say they don't copy. That's most of your main corporations nowadays.
Right. Well, that's not really entrepreneurial, but they will call themselves entrepreneurial.
Yeah. I'm an entrepreneur. I went in and stole somebody's idea. Now I'm a business owner.
I'm a thief.
Yeah. I'm a thiefanor. Thiefanor.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So, no, but it just seems like the women don't really trip off that shit, you know, especially when you think that, oh, they're going to love this, they're going to dig, you know, and not that I use it as bragging rights or anything to get women or whatever, but it just seems like, you know, some women, I'm like, yeah, check my show out, and they're like, yeah, I'll get to it, you know, they're just not really that into it, where the guys, every time you see them, that's all the fuck they talk about, you know.
The weird thing is that AK thinks that I think she thinks she's telepathically picking. I'm supposed to pick things up. And I already know she's listening. I can sense her listening.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she thinks that I've been probably ignoring these things that she's been telepathically shooting to me, but I can pick it up.
What's she trying to tell you?
Nothing. She's just trying to let me know that she's listening.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
But now she just sent me an actual physical text through the...
Yeah, she's listening.
Yeah, I know she is. I already picked up on that earlier.
Did she say anything important or?
No. I mean, no. She just said, she says, "Well, that's twice you couldn't hear me."
Oh. Well,
something about user error. I don't know what the hell you're talking about there.
Okay, well, I guess we'll ask her when we see her then, won't we? Mm-hmm. Fuck, man. Yeah. So, but it's funny that the guys they're so gung ho about it. They act like chicks. They act like groupies sometimes, you know.
Well. The whole thing comes down to when it comes to the guy part of it, and there's where I get kind of because a guy will be a dick when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
they're always like trying to outdo another guy. You know, you can't just be a fucking human. You gotta
I got this.
Well, I went to the thing today, and you can sit there and talk to him like normal, and just go up to him and say, look, I've been working out, I've been trying to get better at this, and I finally got to him jogging him out. Well, I jogged too, you fuck.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah,
you should see me, man. I'm up at 5 a.m. I run like 30 blocks. Yeah. Then I go home and
I pull out of bed with my penis erection and jump into the bathroom and piss so hard I blow the toilet out the other side of the wall, and you're like, oh, come on.
Yeah. Everything's fucking, you know, these over masculine fuck faces, you know, that work out, these over testosterone, you know, some of this shit, my brother's going to be doing something where you actually go and I forget what they call it, but it's like a training or something where they actually tase you and then they waterboard you and they see how much torture and shit you can withstand.
Right.
You know, and they make you run. It's like a survival thing, you know what I'm saying? Like you're running through the desert and you're camping and you got your camping shit and you got to survive. You got to, you know, it's like way over top, man. Like, what do you have to prove, man?
They got to prove that they're men. We've got to prove that we're a man. We've got hair in our balls, our ass in our chest, and we're men.
Actually, it's funny because he just did something recently. I think it was like last weekend.
Right.
And it was this mountaineer thing. And
mountaineer.
Yeah, they actually go and they go hiking and they go climb these difficult fucking mountains and they're camping out and, you know, they got boots and shit. And I guess it was a chick actually orchestrated this whole thing. And she's like a 60-something-year-old woman, but from what my brother said, she's in real good fucking shape. And but she got mad at him because, you know, he's pretty confident you know, that's the thing. When you're competent and confident in what you do, you know, there shouldn't be any questioning.
Right.
You know, like I get it all the time. You know how that goes. You know, people think that I can't do basic shit, and you're just like, dude, fuck off. You know, well, he got sort of, and I don't think it had anything to do with his vision per se, but I think it was more just, you know, you're new here. You better be careful. And she was like, you know, there is a such thing as sure footing. He's like, look, you know, I've done jujitsu, I've climbed, I've done, you know, because he's done.
I've done jujitsu. I've eaten Chinese food.
I was a fucking.
I went one day. I was out on a goddamn boat.
Oh,
I fell in. I couldn't do anything, and I ate an octopus to survive. And as I swam, I used his tentacles to throw his suction cups up against the side of the boat so I could jet ski my way back into. You know, come on.
And then I bit the engine right off the boat machine, right off the boat, just so it would stop, and I'd be able to
and
get
as
back on.
I was skiing, a great white shark came up, and I kicked it in its face and poked at its eye, and. Oh, shut the fuck up. Yeah, you're a man. Okay, we get it. You're a fucking dude. Who cares?
Like, that's very impressive.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really proud of you. And, you know, I've heard, too, like, you know, our buddy here, Darren,
Right.
you know, when somebody said they worked out with him. And I was like, so how was it? And they're like, you know, like, he's one of those guys, like, when he knows women are around, he'll start, come on, man, push it, man, come on.
When he knows they're around?
Yeah, when he's...
so he turns into Mr. Macho Man.
Yeah, he's macho badass. Like, I'm training my little fucking...
Look at this, honey.
Look at that. Come on, man, push it. Come on, push it, dude. I do 10 of these a day, god damn it.
You know, if it wouldn't have been for that animation, I would have won the role of Hulk.
But I didn't. You know why? Because, you know what? The Volkswagen didn't stay on my tongue long enough when I tried to bench press it.
It's like, oh, my God, you really got to prove you're a guy that goddamn much, huh?
Well, and that's it. You know, it's like, well, what's the point of doing all that shit? You know? Like,
well, I think they think that they're going to impress that girl, and that girl's going to be like, oh.
Well, you know what?
Her heart's going to flutter. And
it's the same thing with what we were just talking about, the radio show.
Right.
You know, they're not impressed by that shit.
What, women?
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
what do they care?
There's a few, maybe, but...
Well, there's people out there that women out there that may say, oh, well, that's kind of cool. You know, you've got a profession, you're doing something, you're actually fucking working.
Right. But see, that's the thing. As guys, you know, and I guess we're kind of guilty of it in a way.
Okay, what are we guilty of before you throw me in this fucking...
Well, you know, sometimes I think we think that, you know, the shit that we think women are going to like, oh, yeah, she's going to...
Well, that is true.
You know.
Okay, I'll jump on that bandwagon with you.
Yeah, because I think that, you know, like, I will use sometimes, hey, you know, you check out my show. You know, I do a radio show. I do, you know, and it's just
But
like...
you know how many guys have told me, you know what? You do a radio show. You own a radio station. You should use that to get some pussy.
Oh, well, see, there you go.
I'm
Same
like,
shit.
what the fuck are you talking about? Use it to get some pussy.
That's the same shit. It's the same dumb guy thinking. Like, oh, hey, man, chicks will dig that, man. They dig the radio thing, man. Yeah, yeah.
Let's get on and use your radio voice on them and get some pussy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Dude, do some Quiet Storm shit for him. Hey, baby, you know, this song's for you. This is, we got, fucking...
This song is dedicated to the girl I love so much. It's Lick My Ass by
Wayman Tisdale.
Yeah.
Yes, and next up, more smooth jazz on the way by Joyce Cooler and
I don't know too many. Well, there are
Foreplay.
probably some women that like smooth jazz, maybe.
Oh,
but
there's women that like smooth jazz, no doubt. But, man, sometimes guys are fucking clueless.
okay, you know, I will admit that, yeah. I mean, there's times I'm clueless about a lot of fucking shit.
Well,
but
and I mean, and on the
when it
flip
comes to
side
women,
of this, women don't make it the fuck easier for us either.
No, this is true.
You know what I'm saying? They keep us guessing all the time.
Yeah, but they get to sit back and giggle.
Well,
They
that's
get
it.
to
They
sit
watch
back,
us
laugh, and like,
looking stupid.
Look at dumb shit over there. He doesn't know if I like him or I don't. Or
Right, but then we start stressing out and, you know.
and losing hair. Apparently, you've been stressing quite a bit lately.
Well, I do that on purpose. I shave.
Okay,
off,
yeah.
You know. But, yeah, or you lose sleep or whatever. You're just
losing
like,
sleep?
Well, yeah, I've done that before with chicks. Like,
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. You think she likes me?
Think she likes me? You don't. I don't want to look like an asshole if I go do this and say this. Oh man, I don't want to do that fucking shit. Then of course, but never ask another man that question because they'll be like, "Oh man, yeah, she digs you entirely."
Yeah, they'll tell you the dumbest shit.
Yeah, you know what you need to do? Maybe for Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah, they'll give you some fucked up. Bro, I'm telling you.
yeah.
Well, I just
Caught on.
What was fucked up is I had two friends tell me the same goddamn
And what did
thing.
I tell you?
And you said, nah,
I
man.
said, look,
don't do that.
not bring her anything for Valentine's Day. She did not say it was a date. There was no indication of anything. And the minute you didn't assume something like that, you may look like a major ass.
Well, I'm glad
And
that
what happened?
I'm glad I followed your lead, man, because shit, I was like, dude, do you think that? And you're like, no, don't
It's
fucking
like, don't do that.
And I'm glad I didn't.
She would have given you an indication had it been another way, but yeah, it wasn't.
No, it was
But
just
the guys are like, yeah, man, it's a chick. Unga bunga. Buy her some chocolates, flowers, and put your dick in her hand.
That's all you gotta do, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
She'll be in love with you.
Unga bunga.
We'll be right back.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
Answer me this. When did having a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob blues. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and iTunes. Or just Google your boy Black Ice. That's Y-A-B-O-Y, Black Ice.
He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a gag, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now, and we gotta slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jisenbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer of the award-winning Shit That Irks Me. Now, usually, I'm joking and having fun and laughing, but in this case, I'm here to talk about something very serious. There's a phenomenon that's going on all over this country. It's called dimpling or dimple caking. That's right. There are lonely-ass, poor, sorry sons of fucking bitches that have no friends, no life, and nothing really going on for themselves. So they need people to talk to. So what they'll do is they'll call your phone. And usually what you'll do, being the heartless son of a bitch that you are, you'll just let the phone ring and roll it into your voicemail. And then you sit there and you contemplate, oh no, I have to call this person back. I have to call this person back, knowing that there's quite the chore that's in front of you. What do? If you're the heartless son of a bitch that never calls them back, you need to stop now. You need to call that person back and do your dimple duty. That's right. It is your dimple duty to make sure that this person is happy and content and feels worth That's right. This person needs to feel like they have some worth. So, do your dimple duty today. Thank you. I am Maxwell Silverhammer with a public service announcement. Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google cheesy leezy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake? Wanna hit on it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some choochie, and then after that, we can go to the rum runner.
Great, just what I've always wanted, my own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it. At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass. With such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, fakes at your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fucking buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you'll be getting a ticket. And if you
straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts.
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like, hip-hop bangers like.
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer.
Fuck that guy.
And DJ Jerkman.
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
Only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
Oonga boonga!
Nug nug.
Oh, me go get pussy.
Onga bonga.
Me put roses and candy and
cock in hand. Onga bonga.
That's all you need. It's like those guys that tell you, when you break up with a chick and you're really, fucked up over her.
Right.
Oh, man. You know what you need, bro?
You need a new piece of ass.
Need pussy, man. That's what you need.
Yeah, that's just what I need right now.
You know what? We're gonna get you laid.
Yeah. Why is it always a joint effort?
We're gonna get you laid. Like the guys, me and the guys, man. We're all gonna get you laid.
Well, I've heard that since we know the last time I have. It's been a long time.
It's pretty funny.
I've heard guys say to me, "Oh man, you know what you need? You just need to get laid." No, I don't need to get just fucking laid.
That's pretty funny though. Notice every time I've gotten laid, it's always been me who's gotten myself laid. I've never had assistance from anybody.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying?
So you mean no guy walked up and said,
Hey bro,
look, man, my buddy here, he needs to get your vagina almost immediately.
You know what? Shit, I'd be a little leery about a guy trying to hook me up with somebody anyway. Because usually when guys try to hook you up, it's shit that, like, somebody you wouldn't even have anything in common with.
Well, no,
at all.
because they're just trying to get you laid, because that's what you need. That's the doctor's advice.
Hey, I got you, fuckhole.
Yeah.
Well, what more do you want? Shit. Damn. Okay, I know this is the first person you talked about marriage with and, you know, even having kids with, but... Hey, I got you off this fuckhole. You can put your dick in it. It's a start.
That'll make everything all better.
You'll just, you know what? She'll leave your mind like that, man. Should be gone.
Yeah, once you're in another hole, you forget the old one.
Shit.
That's just, that's just the way it is, you know.
Yeah, that works great.
Here, watch me bench press this.
Well, that's it's funny because my stepdad's kind of into that shit too.
What, bench pressing or getting you a new hole?
Well, just all that, manly shit, like even last night, we went out. It was my mom's birthday, and we went and, it was over at the Palms at the steakhouse.
Okay.
And
you mean no clubhouses tonight for you? You guys didn't go out to any yacht parties
surely. We didn't paint our toenails. No, we just we just went to the the Palms and.
Right.
So anyway, I had the steak and whatever, and of course they got a bunch of side dishes which were unnecessary. But later they were like, my brother and my stepdad were like, "Hey, you're kind of meek over there tonight, man. You're not,
meek."
Yeah, like, oh come on, man, really?
Because you didn't eat a lot?
Yeah, I didn't eat as much.
Well,
as
that would shock me too. That if you didn't actually try to chew on the plate too when you were done, I would be like, "Hey, what's wrong with you?"
I finished everything on my plate. I just wasn't fucking.
And you didn't lick it and take a bite out of it. That would be the shocker.
I wasn't, all over the. I had a little bit of the side dishes and shit, but it was just like my main thing was I had what was on my plate.
Steak, right?
Yeah, and I had some of the mushrooms that they got and shit, and whatever. Fuck.
Well, my dad was like that too. My dad was the man. He was that kind of guy that he always called me a little pussy.
See, that shit is unnecessary.
Well, because when I was a kid, I played with Star Wars figures. He called them dolls. And he would call me a little fucking pussy for playing with baby dolls. And I'd be like, hey, I don't care. I like R2-D2 and shit. I love Star Wars. I had Star Wars action figures.
Right, it's your thing.
And so he would always, he would literally call me a pussy. And he would always say, you're going to grow up and be a faggot. And you're going to do this. And you're going to, I can't wait for your oxygen tank to be pulled out when I...
Is he still alive?
I don't even know, to be totally honest with you. I've lost contact with him years ago.
Damn.
It was kind of one of those deals where throughout my whole life as a kid, he would always ridicule everything I did. He actually paid, I think I told you this one before, where he paid the bully on the block, the big kid, to come down and punch me. Yeah, he come down and he punched me and sucker punched me, almost knocked me out. I fell face first into his huge mud puddle, and I pulled myself up, dirty as hell, and everything like that. And I see my dad on the front porch giving this kid money.
Wow. And
I was like, you son of a bitch. So years later, I never cared for my father. My father was a total ass munch. But then my grandfather, which was his dad, whenever time he would see me, I had longer hair. He would always call me a little girl. He'd be like, why don't you get your hair cut, little girl? Shit like that.
This is your dad or grandfather?
That's my grandfather.
Oh, wow. So this shit runs in the family.
Yeah, well, it ran in the family. I'm not like that with my kids. I don't, I vowed I would never be like my father. He would always say, even when I got older, and I'd still talk to him because I guess that's what kids do, even though you've been...
It's kind of funny.
You keep going back to the same abusive bullshit. But I kept in contact with him throughout the years, and he would always... I would, bring a girlfriend around and introduce him, like, you pull me off the side and tap me with his elbow, like, you got another one at the side, right? That's what a man will do. And I'm like, fuck you. That's not what a man would do. That's what an ass fuck would do. Yeah. And apparently you're still an ass fuck.
And still got the scumbag mentality.
Oh, he always, whenever he would get married, he always had a girl on the side, constantly. That's what he did.
Get your side order going, man.
Yeah, that's what he always did shit like that.
And what's bad is they'll talk about it in front of the chick that you're with.
Yeah.
You know who does that, actually, who did that one time? Steve. My friend Steve. The one that...
Oh, okay,
your favorite... Welcome to the Republican Party.
Welcome to the Republican Party. Yeah, ass munch Steve.
Well, this is when I was still with Shell.
Well, he bangs prostitutes, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got a chick that he pays. He calls her his $100 honey.
Wow, $100 honey.
Yeah, so... But anyway, he...
I wonder what Josh would do it for.
Hey, I got a guy for $200. And Steve does have fake teeth.
Wow, there you go. If Joe... Yeah, well, we'll go on, yeah.
But Anyway, where was I going with that? Oh, so I was with Shell. This is back when I dated Shell.
Right.
And we were somewhere. I don't know. Steve was with us for something, and he made some comment about, well, I don't know if you want a side order or anything. He was talking about some other chick. Oh, you know what it was?
Side order.
There was somebody at the blind center, I guess, some girl that worked down there or something that.
And you liked her or something?
No, that liked me.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, but I don't know if you want a side order or anything.
So you had a girlfriend at the time?
Yeah, and he said it right in front of Shell. So of course, you know how Shell used to get set off by the stupidest shit.
Shell used to set herself off.
Shell used to think I was banging Katrina and banging fucking Regina and
me
and you.
She thought everybody, anybody that talked to you were ass fucking or doing something with them.
Yep, somehow I fucked them.
Wow.
So
talk about insecurities.
Well, she was way insecure, but I guess the thing was he wasn't helping the situation with his dumb shit. Like, dude,
well, yeah, because then it does look like your friends are trying to set your ass up.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Save that conversation for the phone or something.
Right. Yeah, if you're going to sound like a total ass munch, at least do it, so they're not hearing it and fucking riding my ass later about it, too.
Well, this is the same guy who my mom was over. This is after I had the bed bugs. And, she was, bringing some furniture over or some shit.
Right.
She's in the other room, and he goes, dude, your mom's hot.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Hey, can I bone your mom right here on the floor?
Wow, don't you have any fucking tact at all?
Come on there. Well, yeah. Well, he is a Republican.
He's just a guy, a clueless fucking guy. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it comes down to. Well, like I said, it's that kind of mentality. Like I said, my dad was the same fucking way. He still to this day probably still has. He got married I don't know how many fucking times. And every time he'd always have another woman on the side or be out banging everybody. It's kind of like, where's your happiness at? So your dick is your fucking happiness?
Pretty much. I mean, that's what those guys do. They fuck everything, and they think that that's the epitome of being happy.
And being a man.
Yeah, being a man. Well, being a man, being happy, and,
my dick's in a wet spot, and I'm going to go watch a game after this.
Actually, for a while, my brother used to be that way.
Really?
And, as a matter of fact, he'd always ask me about, cruise control or G motors, mainly cruise control. And he'd say, so what's up, man? Has he got a girlfriend yet? Has he gotten laid yet, man? And I'm just,
why is it, have you gotten laid?
Yeah, why is it so important to you?
Can it be a question like, hey, did you find somebody you're happy with? Or, if they're so interested in your love life, why is it always, and I see a lot of people saying this shit, not to go off, but I see a lot of people saying this shit nowadays. It's like a man or a woman were put on a fucking order form. It's like, okay, I've heard a lot of people say, Vegas is the 8th state for the loneliest state out of top 10. We are at number 8. So, that's why a lot of us single fucks are out here and fucking, like, oh, where to find somebody?
Well, yeah, because everybody's obsessed with stupid shit.
Yeah, but I sit here and I listen to a lot of people. I mean, we get a lot of shows, a lot of different people in and out, and I talk to a lot of people.
Right.
And I hear all these single people, but what they're saying and what they're looking for, two different fucking things.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, huh?
Yeah, because they're like, I would just like to find somebody really nice, and I'm sick of being single, and I would like to spend time. And then you kind of start talking to them, or they start revealing to you, well, but they have to have, they got to be 9'4", they got to have brown eyes, it's got to be super tall. Like that's like a fucking order form.
Right. All these, you make all these prerequisites,
but you never hear them say, I want somebody that really loves me. I want somebody that would really truly care about me. Right. It's all physical. It's all what they look like and how they this and how they that.
That's true. They're really not going for any personality-related
shit.
They're
not. You don't hear them truly talk about the personality part of the person. And, of course, if you're going to be attracted to somebody, there has to be an attraction there, because they could have the greatest personality in the world, but if you're not attracted to them,
then
it's not going to mean nothing.
Yeah.
Right. But at the same time, when they're putting out their, let's call it an order, I don't see that fucking, I don't see that next to the large extra fries.
Well, that's it. I mean, there's things I'm into. Of course, I'm into feet, but, just every chick that walks around barefooted isn't necessarily going to be, oh, yeah.
You got a preference. Everybody's got that preference. We've talked about that before.
Right.
But it really comes down to where it's simply just people are not looking at people as human anymore. They're looking at them as like I said, an order form.
Well, we remember that thing we talked about a few weeks ago about the date site counselors or whatever the fuck they were.
Yeah.
People that would actually maintain your profile for you and, help you get better, people.
I need a life coach. I can't live without one.
I need a date side coach now. I'm going to go ahead and go through your profile, set you up.
Yeah, I need someone to tell me how to live my life. I need someone to tell me how to work my life. I need somebody to tell me how to fucking find a woman or a man. And
it's that mindset of I don't want to do anything for myself anymore.
Yeah.
It's that, everybody's very happy being, dependent on something or someone. So,
yeah.
Which is pretty fucking sad.
And you know what I depend on?
What?
My cigarette breaks.
Oh. Is it? Damn, it's time already?
Yes, it is.
Shit. All right, we'll be right back.
Bye. Unga bonga.
What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do, so don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
Answer me this. When did happen a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob music. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and iTunes. Or just Google your boy Black Ice. That's Y-A-B-O-Y, Black Ice.
He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a GAC, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now, and we gotta slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jisenbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer of the award-winning Shit That Irks Me. Now, usually, I'm joking and having fun and laughing, but in this case, I'm here to talk about something very serious. There's a phenomenon that's going on all over this country. It's called dimpling or dimple caking. That's right. There are lonely-ass, poor, sorry sons of fucking bitches that have no friends, no life, and nothing really going on for themselves. So they need people to talk to. So what they'll do is they'll call your phone. And usually what you'll do, being the heartless son of a bitch that you are, you'll just let the phone ring and roll it into your voicemail. And then you sit there and you contemplate, oh no, I have to call this person back. I have to call this person back, knowing that there's quite the chore that's in front of you. What do? If you're the heartless son of a bitch that never calls them back, you need to stop now. You need to call that person back and do your dimple duty. That's right. It is your dimple duty to make sure that this person is happy and content and feels worth. That's right. This person needs to feel like they have some worth. So, do your dimple duty today.
Thank you. I am Maxwell Silverhammer with a public service announcement.
Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google Cheesy Leezy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake? Wanna hit on it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some choochie, and then after that, we can go to the rum runner.
Great, just what I've always wanted. My own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it. At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fucking Buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you'll be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like. Hip-hop bangers like.
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer
Fuck that guy.
and DJ Jerkman,
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
Oh yes, bitches. Hour 2, segment 3.
Just flew right the hell by. Didn't
I was amazed at the last segment. Jesus Christ. I mean, you're like, no, man, we actually went 2 minutes over.
Yeah,
I
we
was
actually
like,
went 2 minutes of, well,
okay.
according to...
maybe the first segment went extra or something. Maybe.
I don't know. It possibly could have, but yeah. So I was kind of like thrown off a little bit when I looked over at the clock. But then again, maybe my clock's reading wrong or something. I don't know.
Shit. You know what's crazy is, like, now I welcome these commercials. You know, that was Cruise Control's idea.
Yes,
actually
it was.
come with the commercials. And we're back in the day. I remember when I did the show with Shell, we would go 2 hours straight.
But Shell had a lot to say, so. And think about
obviously.
Well, and what's weird about that is you only had, you three pretty much, really.
Pretty much. And Cruise Control wasn't with us every night.
Yeah.
You know, it was just me and Shell. So,
you guys
but then
went
again,
straight through.
I had a lot of interviews back then, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, there was other shit. And she was always looking for articles and, you know, which I really didn't care for. That
Yeah, I remember when you guys used to do the topics.
Yeah, that was kind of generic. Well, that was her thing. You know,
Right.
she always wanted to get articles and let me, you know, I got this article I want to talk about. And I'm like, oh boy, you know. because everybody thinks they got to bring news up all the time.
I just thought that was
event.
very strange. It's kind of weirding me out a little bit that I sensed AK was listening. That's kind of weirding me out a little bit.
Really?
I only have ever had like that kind of connection with a couple of different people my entire life that I could sense them. It's kind of weird that I sensed her.
I wonder if you connect yourself to her.
I don't know.
You know
now,
what
my
I'm saying?
ex-wife, remember we talked about this off the air.
Right.
She used to say I had spidey senses.
Well, that's it. I think maybe if you start, well, if you
I don't know. It's just very strange.
start caring about somebody or whatever,
Right.
you start to, be like, damn, wait, I'm usually wrong
Mm-hmm.
in a lot of those cases. It's kind of funny. Like there was a situation one time when I was with Koala,
Right.
and her fire alarm or smoke detectors kept beeping because the battery was going dead.
Yeah.
And I guess it was weird the way hers were set up. She had like 3 in the house. And because they're all wired onto the same circuit or something, when one of the batteries goes dead, they all chirp for some fucked up reason. So really you have to go change all the goddamn batteries. You really don't know which one's dead. So I guess the beeping was making her dogs go crazy. And she's like, I'm not going to get any sleep until we stop these things from beeping because my dogs are going nuts. So she goes and disconnects the batteries from all the smoke detectors and everything. And remember, this is a long distance thing, which reminds me of something else. I'll get into that in a second.
All right.
But anyway, so she disconnects all the batteries and all this other shit. So the next morning, I do the traditional good morning text, then the phone call, and I don't hear anything. And I'm like, okay. So then I try her cell. I'm thinking, well, maybe she's on her way to work.
Right.
Don't get her on the cell either. Then I try her work. She gave me her work number too.
Right.
I don't get her at work. I don't get her on her work phone either. So I'm trying and trying. I tried several times, and then the imagination starts running wild. And I'm like, oh, she made a joke. That's what it was. She made a joke that night. She was like, now watch. This will be the night that I have a fire and my smoke detectors are disconnected.
Yeah.
So here it was. Next morning, I'm thinking about that, and I'm going, uh-oh. There's a fire. Something did happen. Or some crazy. Eventually, I called her friend, Anthony, the bounty hunter guy. Remember him?
I remember him.
And I called him, and I'm like, Anthony. I was like, is everything okay when you left the house? And he was
There
like,
was something. I hate to say this, but there was something really freaky going on there.
there may have been. That's
But,
very possible.
I mean, that was my personal opinion. I just thought it was a little strange, some of the things that they didn't. And I know women can have men friends and men can have women. I understand that. But there was just something a little strange about their little whole thingy going on there.
Well, the vibe,
the vibe you got, the whole, where they sat around and would get drunk together all the time.
Right.
Just
right.
those two.
Yeah.
And I don't know. There was just, and how she kept taking him back in her house and was letting him
stay there. He was living there.
And then she was worried about his opinion, which if you're friends with somebody, of course you're going to worry. But I don't know. There was just some kind of weird chemistry thing going on there.
And there may have been. It's very
That's
possible.
funny because AK here said that, I didn't notice it till just now, but she said, well, there are a lot of stupid chicks that would give you radio pussy.
Well, that's an old one because we were talking about that back.
That's what I'm saying. I just noticed them because I actually had it switched over to the other side. My Facebook wasn't open. I just reopened it.
Oh, and she talked to you on Facebook.
And then she said that you will always be clueless. Because I'm trying to look down and read this. It's kind of hard. Hang on a second.
Okay.
You will always be clueless. We don't even know what the fuck we want half the time.
Oh, wow, that's good.
So if they don't know, and we're trying to guess, so yeah, we would be clueless at that point, wouldn't we?
Hey, Kate, see, at least you can see the other side of it.
Yeah.
So that's
good
cool.
woman.
That's good. Well, speaking of that, I guess the talking about koala reminded me of something else. So remember the chick I'm digging right now?
Yeah.
On the site? Well,
Mrs. Tootsie Toes in California. We'll call her Tootsie Toes.
Tootsie Toe. Okay. Yeah, she has another name that we refer to.
Why don't you just call her Tootsie Toes?
Tootsie Toe. That's good enough. Yeah, there's another one that we use in emails and shit. But
yeah.
I don't know if she'd want me giving that. So I'm
probably
gonna,
not. Yeah, use Tootsie Toes.
Tootsie Toes.
That way
all
it's
right.
covered.
For you all. For
everybody
the
on
radio
the
audience out there. Well, on the site you can answer questions,
right.
and I can, you can see what your friends have done. Like if they call it hearting, which is kind of like liking something.
Hearting?
They heart it instead of liking it, like they do on Facebook. Or if they answer a question, or if they've added some friends or whatever, you can see what they've done. Well, there's one question she answered, and this is interesting. And the question was something to the effect, I'll try to paraphrase it. What decision did you make in your relationship that turned out for the better or for the worse.
Okay.
And so her answer, what the fuck?
The hell was that?
Is that my phone?
Was it your phone?
Did I get a
I sure as fuck hope it will, because if not, you're going to be doing the show solo. I'm the fuck out of here.
No.
What the hell was that?
No, that was not my phone.
It sounded like a woman, didn't it?
It sounded like a woman's voice.
Like,
It was like somebody.
I wonder if they heard that on the air. That was fucking strange.
Yeah, that was strange. We'll have to listen back to that.
Well, remember earlier, my mom scared the shit out of me.
Right? No, it sounded like my phone. Like somebody had sent me a text or something.
I heard a woman's voice. I was actually looking down, getting ready to open up my Facebook again because I jumped back and forth and trying to
Maybe it was
keep
the chair
connections
squeaking
going.
or something. Maybe we're just fucking paranoid here.
That could be.
But anyway, so she answered this question. And yeah, I think it's your chair squeaking.
You get what it was?
Yeah, that's what I think we're hearing.
Yeah, it could be.
So anyway, her answer to her question was interesting because it sounds like she had a similar situation to what Koala and I did. Similar, not obviously the same exact.
Oh no.
What up?
AK was listening because she said, "Oh my God, what the fuck was that?"
So she heard something.
Yeah, so she actually heard it on the air too.
Well.
Okay.
Huh? It sounded like a woman's voice.
Yeah,
So-
it did, but it was the chair squeaking, right? We'll convince ourselves it was the chair squeaking.
It was something. if we hear it again, we'll see, I guess. But it really did. It sounded, like some kind of electronic talking device. So that's
Yeah,
why I
it
thought
did.
it was my phone. Anyway, so she sounds like she had a somewhat similar situation to what I had with Koala, where
Right.
it was a long distance thing, and I was really into her, but she couldn't. She had other obligations, or I had other obligations. Because basically, what she said is she had a boyfriend for 3 years. And the guy, basically, he took a job, and she encouraged it, which was cool, because most girls are selfish and want you to fucking, no, don't go, So I think that's awesome.
So she encouraged him to move on with his life.
To take the job, because obviously it was a good opportunity for him.
But what?
The job was way the fuck over who knows where.
And obviously it was something she could not do with him.
Well, yeah, she said she didn't feel like changing her life that drastically.
Right.
But she said, but now I wish I would have gone with him. So, and it's kind of the same thinking, that I used to think about Koala, back when you guys would say, oh man, you dodged a big fucking bullet there, man. At the time I couldn't see it.
Well, I think the reason I had said that at that time was because of some of the indications she had put out and I picked up on that she wouldn't have been very faithful. I mean,
and you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Now I can see that there's some shit. You know what I'm saying? That
there were some red lights that, I mean, then the reason I say that, and the biggest reason I say that is because when she came down out here to Vegas and she came into the studio, you were very, like you say, attentive to the girl.
Yeah,
you were very attentive to her and affectionate. And she was just like she didn't want nothing to do
very
with it.
Ice Queenie.
Yeah, I mean, she was like pulling away from you. She was kind of like standoffish. She was. I thought, wait a minute. From what I've heard, from what all you told me and everything else, I was expecting a little bit more than that. And when I saw from what you said, I was like, wait a minute. One of them is in love, and the other one's not so much.
Well, and her reactions were weird because when we were, it was just us.
Right.
She was extremely affectionate. She would cry because she missed me, all that kind of shit like that. But the thing was, and I asked her about that one time. I said,
Right.
that time when we went to the station, I said, you were actually kind of rude.
Well, maybe she just wasn't into public affection. Some people aren't. I don't know.
She said something, but her excuse was weird. It was something about, I'm afraid of losing what I have, which I don't know what that has to do with.
Afraid of losing what she has.
Yeah,
so then she becomes Ice Queen.
Yeah,
what the hell sense does that? Okay, maybe I'm.
Yeah, I'm missing it too.
Yeah, I'm
but
missing
trust me,
something here.
It never made sense to me either. But anyway, I guess my whole point of this is, she feels bad. I'm sure she still feels bad about this guy that she felt she let go because you feel like you failed love. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we're all going to think that no matter what we do, you're going to think, oh shit. Well, what if I would have? We all do that.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
did
did it too.
Everybody does it. So,
I did it.
So for her, maybe that was the right decision. Maybe she walked away from that situation and always knows that there was love at one time. Because it's worse for a person that constantly gets love crushed in front of them than it is to have something walk away that you do love the person, they love you, and it just circumstances took you apart.
Yeah, and that happens. But rather than going, man, I should have gone. Regret.
Maybe she would have went there and he would have used her head as a basketball, a ping pong ball after. You don't know.
Well, and that's it. And not only that, but again, you have to weigh the pros and cons. And like
Right.
in my case here, all right, if I would have moved to Colorado, let's talk about all the shit I would have lost. My job, my radio show, my condo, my family, my friends, my whole support system.
Your cat at the time?
Oh, that's right. I did have a cat.
Yeah.
It's not like she could have moved with me.
No.
I would have lost a lot of shit. So
You would have changed your entire life.
yeah, for one person, as opposed to
which I don't think is always a bad thing. I mean,
yeah, but you gotta,
you have to weigh it out. Yeah,
You do.
you have to know. I mean, if you're giving up everything to be with someone you truly love and they truly love you and they have no choice, and it's kind of the matter of, well, you're married to them or something. It's like, hey, look, we are a team. We are together.
Well, that's a different thing. But
Right.
when you guys are just boyfriend and girlfriend,
Yeah.
and and obviously, like you said, circumstances pull you apart sometimes, and it sucks.
Right.
But I guess the thing is, you can't blame yourself.
No, and the fact that she was ice queenish, kind of lends you to like, wow.
Now that
well,
we're talking about koala being ice queen.
yeah, a koala, yeah, yeah, and it's kind of like
Not what you call her, Tootsie Toes?
Yeah, look, you want to look at that. You want to verify.
I want to make
Oh,
sure.
Tootsie Toes, it wasn't you, not you, Tootsie.
I want to make sure, that nobody gets
Not
anything,
you, baby cakeums.
nobody gets anything twisted.
Wow, man, you jumped right on that one too.
Well, I just want to make sure that there was no.
Don't twist it, baby. Damn.
But
Yeah.
and at the time I couldn't see it, but now I can totally see it and realize that yes, that was the right decision for me to say bow out and go yeah,
Right.
this is not, rather than going, oh no, I'll move here, I'll
Take everything and
tomorrow I'm gonna move, honey, we're gonna get this all set up and I'm gonna be out here in Colorado. Nah, I couldn't do it, and she couldn't, and Tootsie Toes. That just sounds so fucking weird. In her case, because I have another name for her, but
Yeah, but you don't wanna use that.
Yeah, exactly.
so I gave you a good one.
Yeah, you did. So anyway, so you can't blame yourself for that shit. Like
No, you can't.
because in your mind you think you failed love,
No
and
matter what you do in
I
fucking
blew
life.
it, and I should have done this, and I should have done. Obviously you made a decision for a reason, and you know yourself, and you have to go with.
You could go down a road, okay, and you could be in a car, and you could swerve to the right to miss an accident and hit a tree and fuck your car up, and think, oh God, if I'd have just turned to the left. But finding out now, reverse that. Now you're going down the road, you turn to the left, and you killed somebody.
Yeah.
So you don't always know, and are never going to know the
Yeah.
total outcome of what the other decision would have been.
That's true. So it was like, as they say in politics, the lesser of
Lesser
two
of
evils.
evils. Yeah.
So, it's one of those kind of things. So you really can't, beat yourself up too much and go, oh man, I
you
blew
can't.
it and I blew. Yeah, what'd you say? Yeah, you can.
No, I said no, you can't.
No, you
but
can't.
okay, you want to be a smart ass? Sure. Yeah, you can. You dumb shit.
I thought you were being a typical jerkman.
No, I'm actually being a good guy tonight. Can you
Ah,
tell?
Amazing.
I know.
Wow. So,
What do
yeah.
you mean fucking amazing? I give
Yeah.
you Tootsie Toes and all.
Huh? You don't give me any Tootsie Toes.
No,
don't-
I gave you the name Tootsie Toes. I'm not giving you fucking toes.
Good. Oh, wait, you tried one time, you fucker.
More than once, twice I did it to you.
Yeah. It's her feet.
Yeah, I was amazed that night. We had everybody in the room. We had Ocelot, AK, Bunny
was
Rabbit,
there.
and we all had to keep from fucking laughing. And I mean, it was just
Yeah, that was real fucking funny. So, anyway, but yeah, that was the thing. But when I saw that right away, I was like, oh my God,
so you felt you had something in common.
another commonality. Yeah, it was just like,
Don't
holy
get yourself
shit.
too many commonalities before you find out whether the
Yeah.
because you could be the, yeah.
I
Do
could
I
be-
really want to go there? I don't know.
I don't know, you can go there.
You think
That's
so?
what this show's about.
You don't want to be the one that falls in love when they don't care two shits about you, pretty much,
Well,
and
yeah.
are only looking at you as like the friend type.
Well, that's true.
And that's what's so fucking hard about everything. Are you the friend type?
You know
Are
what's-
you the dating type? Or are you... Because women have different variations of what a guy can be.
But you know what's tough? You know what's fucking weird, though?
What?
Back in the day, if all we, I had the mindset of, well, if all we have is friendship, that's cool.
Right.
And I still try to hold on to that degree, but I find it's tougher for me to do now. You know what I'm saying?
And you're getting older.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I want more from you. What? What do you mean I'm just the friend?
I don't want to be your friend. Well, I want to be your friend, but I want to be... See, and that's what I want. I want someone that's a true good friend to me, too. Because I always...
Well, shit, yeah.
I think that... I think that person I'm with should be my best fucking friend, too. They should be able to confide in me. I should be able to confide in them about anything.
Well, that's it. If you feel like crying, you should be able to do it around them. You know.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's no reason you shouldn't.
If you want to be angry or you want to be happy and laugh and totally stupid,
right.
you know, there's no reason you should hide anything from that person.
Including like Dutch oven them, right?
That too. You gotta share your farts, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's important. Shitting with the door open.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Those are good
that's
ones.
always great. Sure. Yeah. That's what that's what
love.
I miss most about a relationship. Thinking about it now.
Was the shitting with the door open, right?
Yeah. Kind of like, you know what? I just realized why my heart goes pitter patter is I have not been able to do that in a long time.
I miss smelling the shits she took.
Oh God, you really, yeah.
Wow. You know, but that really does to me. That shows a true sign of you trust each other. You know
yeah, I guess if that's how you. Okay, if that's how you figure in love levels of trust, okay,
yeah,
sure, then it works
shit
for
with
you.
The door open, and you can fart in front of each other. Because there's some chicks, I'm like, let me go. I'm gonna close the door and be very discreet here.
Right.
As opposed to some, you're just like, I'm gonna take a shit. Because obviously,
you, life evolves around shit. I'm serious.
Well, there's a lot in shitting.
The meaning of life is a turd. I swear to God.
Well, there's a lot that comes from turds.
Well, yeah.
Fertilizing.
Excrement.
Well, they use it to grow crops.
So you're trying to justify this now?
Yeah, it's food.
Food to who?
Well, it was food.
I am not eating
a
turd sandwich any day soon, so I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
It was food at one time. It was sustenance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, for some reason, maybe when you pass on and you go up to heaven, God will tell you why He put these thoughts in your head. That, but for some reason,
going to heaven. Remember, I'm going to be a ghost, man.
You're going to be a ghost.
That's what I want to do. I want to haunt a place.
So you don't ever want to leave this planet. You want to come back and be a pain in my ass like some of these other things are.
Yep, that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to be. What are you talking about? You'll be dead before me.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah, it'll be kind of strange though if All Talk is, which I hope it still would be around, running. Then you guys know who will fucking be in here. All that shit going on, it would not be nobody but.
The real ghost would be jerk, and you'd do some fucked up things as a ghost.
Oh, think if it is real and it does really truly happen, which I believe. I'm gonna have a field fucking.
Oh
day.
yeah, I think that's what you're going to do.
When you're a ghost,
when you're a ghost, you're not going to heaven.
You don't
you're
need
not
to
going
think.
to hell. You're going to be a ghost and you're going to haunt. That's what you're going to do. That is your mission. That's what you're going to be doing. No doubt.
Man, you guys thought I could play good jokes while I was fucking alive. Wait till you see this shit.
Oh shit. Yeah, you'd be one of those fucked up ghosts.
Oh, I would do some fucked up shit. You're right.
Remember that movie? Or it was a show. It was a very short-lived sitcom back in the 80s, and it was called Dearly Departed.
I kind of remember that.
Remember
yeah.
that? And it was a family that lived in this house that was haunted, and the ghosts would always do shit. And like there was one episode
It wasn't that long.
No, it was only on for a couple weeks, I think. But I thought it was a cool idea. I'm sorry it didn't really make it. Because there was one I remember where the teenage son was, the parents went out, and so he tried to have a girl over, and so the ghosts were doing fucked up things to distract him, so they couldn't, have sex or something. So, but yeah, that was actually a pretty cool show, I thought.
Huh. I think I seen like maybe one or two of those episodes.
There was only about one or two of those episodes.
It was something that just kind of dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
Because nowadays, if you haven't noticed, anything good drops off the face of the fucking earth.
Well, I mean, it was only, like I said, it was only a few episodes, and it's like, well, how does that give you enough,
They probably didn't need the indication. At that time, that was the first time somebody had the idea, hey, man, let's do something we can call a reality show.
And then everybody's
and then everything went to shit right after that.
And they're like, hey, I like this. This is what's really going on.
Yeah, there's no cost. We can tell these people, we can set up drama.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's somebody mentioned someone's name. I forget who it was. I hear all these weird names.
Somebody mentioned somebody's name.
No, it was.
Wow, that was pretty.
No, it was something I saw. I'm just thinking out loud.
There's 7 billion people on this fucking planet almost,
name.
and you pick out one that mentioned another one.
That's like my dad one time. Hey, you know that black guy that's made a bunch of hits in the music industry? Who is he?
You're like, what the fuck?
My dad actually asked me that one time. No shit. That was a question he asked me. But no, I was actually thinking out loud.
It's almost like saying, hey, you know that one rock band guy that had the long fucking hair?
Yeah, plays guitar.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Who is he?
Oh, on that note, we'll be right back, bitches.
What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerkman. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
Answer me this. When did happen a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob music. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and iTunes. Or just Google your boy Black Ice. That's Y-A-B-O-Y, Black Ice.
He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a GAC, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now, and we gotta slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jisenbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer of the award-winning Shit That Irks Me. Now, usually, I'm joking and having fun and laughing, but in this case, I'm here to talk about something very serious. There's a phenomenon that's going on all over this country. It's called dimpling or dimple caking. That's right. There are lonely-ass, poor, sorry sons of fucking bitches that have no friends, no life, and nothing really going on for themselves. So they need people to talk to. So what they'll do is they'll call your phone. And usually what you'll do, being the heartless son of a bitch that you are, you'll just let the phone ring and roll it into your voicemail. And then you sit there and you contemplate, oh no, I have to call this person back. I have to call this person back, knowing that there's quite the chore that's in front of you. What do you do? If you're the heartless son of a bitch that never calls them back, you need to stop now. You need to call that person back and do your dimple duty. That's right. It is your dimple duty to make sure that this person is happy and content and feels worth. That's right. This person needs to feel like they have some worth. So, do your dimple duty today. Thank you. I am Maxwell Silverhammer with a public service announcement. Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google cheesy leasy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake? Wanna hear on it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some choochie, and then after that, we can go to the rum runner.
Great, just what I've always wanted, my own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it. At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fucking Buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you'll be getting a ticket. And if you
The straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scans. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like. Hip-hop bangers like.
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer
Fuck that guy.
and DJ Jerkman.
Pop us in here? All right, fuck it. Here we go. Gotta save that blind man. Gotta save him from danger.
Poor Blinky.
Gotta save that blind man. Gotta save him from strangers.
You don't know no better.
Yeah, that was early, man. That was premature.
That kind of just jumped right in there, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. I thought you did that on purpose.
What happened was when I was trying to load it over, I was moving it because I knew we were going to the SMJ. The fucker just went off on its own. I
So
thought, well,
start playing.
different
sort of,
way to come back in, right?
Fuck it. We'll just come back in with an SMJ.
There you go.
Because I do. I have SMJs, and I believe they're real.
You believe they're real because
I believe they're real.
you know, these couple of these other ones have not quite been SMJs.
According to you guys, yes, they have.
Well,
not.
they are not.
Oh well, that's your opinion now.
Well,
an SMJ is very
an SMJ
subjective.
is subjective to you if you're blind.
Well, it is because there are some people, even the ones that are pretty blatant.
Mhm.
They're still.
I'm
those-
never giving you that one, and I know AK's not going to either. You're never getting the one where you said the deaf part.
Well, and
all of us sighted people get the same shit.
well, and it's just, I guess, the way you said it, or the way you.
Oh man, you're still trying to get Brownie. God, you have a real one. Let's hear this one.
All right, here we go. Here are the two real ones. Now, these were both like care provider people.
The best ones to SMJ you.
Oh, they are kings and queens of SMJery.
Mhm.
Because again, they see blindness as an illness or as something that.
No, it's not.
Well, yeah, to them they think it is.
I mean, every time you come in here, every time we see you walk in that door, I think,
Poor
oh,
guy.
poor guy.
It's only a matter of time.
He's never been able to see anything, not one thing.
Well, this lady came up to the booth, and she's one of the care providers. I've seen her at a bunch of networking things and whatever. And at one point, I said something to her, and I said, "Yeah, good seeing you again." And she was like,
"Oh no,
that's cute. Good seeing you again." And I said,
"That's an SMJ."
That was a total SMJ.
Yes, there's no doubt about
and
that.
I'm like, "Well, I do speak English like the rest of the population, so I do say I see you."
Yeah, that is so cute. Look at that little blind guy.
I want to pinch his cheeky weekies.
Yeah, cheeky cheeks.
So-
You do have pudgy cheeks, though. She probably could pinch them.
She probably would too. Well, then she was almost trying to redeem herself and thought she could make a funnier blind joke.
This SMJ went to another one from her?
Yeah, pretty much. So then she does the generic Braille on the ATM joke, the Braille on the drive-up ATM joke, and I'm just like, Oh, the problem with these jokes is they're not offensive.
You just got bedoinked in your pants.
Yeah. I get bedoinked in my pants all the time. So, anyway, I was like, it's not that these jokes are offensive.
Right.
It's just
annoying.
They're played out, man.
Come up with some new shit, right?
Yeah,
at least. If you're going to entertain you, at least come up with some new shit.
It's funny, too, because my assistant was watching her face, and he's like, she really thought she was being funny, and then when you shot her down, he could see the disappointment starting to,
So what did she say about the ATM?
Oh, something about I don't remember what it was. Something about it's funny that they put Braille on the drive-up ATM. I always wondered about that, and I'm like, yeah, that's an old joke.
Because a blind person would never walk up to it.
Of course not. Well, they make the ATMs all the same. That's all it is.
It's a cookie cutter.
Yeah, it's just how it. It's not like it was done purposely. Like,
and
wow.
Plus, anyhow, to be totally honest with you, if they did not, someone somewhere would sue them. You know this.
Sure, of course.
Whether the blind person driving them, obviously they're not going to be. But if there wouldn't be Braille on there, oh my God!
Somebody would find
this
a
is
reason.
not blind friendly. You could sue them.
Yeah.
Some lawyer would pull up and
find some reason to say we're going to sue your ass.
Yes.
So, and that's just kind of what they would do.
I mean, the problem is I don't know how their heart couldn't go out to you.
Yeah.
Because really, you sit here, you struggle in a daily life.
Oh,
I mean, just to get up, find out, how to get out of bed every morning.
Oh.
How to remember where your shower is that you can't see to find it. How if it's hot or cold water. You could be scalding yourself. You probably scold yourself every morning.
You don't know it. Well, then the second person was another care provider that came up and from another organization. And she was like, yeah, I remember you. You came and spoke to us. You gave a good talk. And her tone had that total condescending.
But you were already SMJ'd, so you were just taking anything probably at that point.
Well, that's at that point.
You may have already been mad, and everybody was SMJ'ing you at that point.
No,
fuck you too, bitch.
If you would have heard how she said it, it was condescending.
Really?
You did a good talk,
Like like you talked like your little boy, like a good little boy.
Yeah, I did a good talk. It wasn't, she didn't come.
You were very educational. You're very this, or you're very informative. You did a good little talk.
Yeah, you did a good talk. Like obviously they feel the need.
Did she reach in her pocket and pull out a taco?
No, she didn't do that. It was funny because when she was walking away, I put my hand out to shake her hand, and she goes, "Oh, I don't shake hands." So what that told me is I don't want to touch you because I don't want to catch it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, maybe not that part because there's a lot of shit going around. I mean, there's a lot of flus and Ebola and a bunch of other shit and blindness and.
Yeah, well, that's it. She didn't want to catch it. That's my.
You really think she thought she would catch blindness?
Just the way she was talking to me, she was very condescending. I mean, maybe I can't. Sometimes maybe I don't recreate it well enough for you.
For me to understand.
Right, but if you would have sat there and heard how this woman was talking.
I know how someone can sit and talk down to you, and when you repeat it back, it doesn't sound the way you heard it.
Right.
I understand that.
Well, and you understand that you did a good talk.
Well, yeah.
That sounds like you're talking to a 2-year-old. That
Right.
was a good talk there, little guy. Obviously, if you really dug someone's, I'm sure she doesn't go up to other people that have spoken to her organization and go,
well, you should follow her
you
around.
did a really good talk.
You should follow her around next time. When she goes up and talks to other people and she's giving them the adult talk, you should say, hey, how many you talk to him like that? Hey, how much you talk to her like that?
I should.
After a while.
Yeah, it's funny.
Leave me alone, blind man. You're trying to give me blindness.
You told me I did a good talk, but you didn't tell them they did a good talk. What's the deal with that? So,
yeah, it must be tough being blind.
Man, it's what it is, man.
Yeah, it is what it is. There's nothing more you can do about it.
There's nothing more you can do.
Besides, have somebody at a convenience store give you an eye, so you can look at her.
Bro, I wish I could give you my eyes. Oh man, that was pretty big.
Really? I mean, that is just bullshit.
I was glad Ocelot saw that.
Why would someone say, "I wished I could give you my eyes"?
Because they're being stupid.
But that's what I'm saying. He didn't know you as a person.
Right? Yeah. How do you know what I?
I mean, you could not have eyesight because if you would, you'd be the evilest motherfucker on the planet, and God just stopped you from destroying us all.
Well,
but yet He wants to give you His eyes.
How do they know that I didn't lose my eyesight? Gangbanging or doing something.
Or
fucked up.
Yeah.
Like robbing somewhere and I got shot or.
Yeah.
So you don't know. I just got bedoinked in my pants. Again.
You got bedoinked.
I'm getting bedoinked.
You're getting Tootsie Toe Badoinked, aren't you?
Oh, it's not her that's doing it.
Oh, it's not?
No, well,
Let's not talk about it.
it's somebody from.
One of your friends.
Yeah.
There you go. Your friends are badoinking in your pants.
Badoinking in my pants, yeah. So, where's my train of thought?
You don't have one. You're blind.
The motherfucker. Yeah, I got you.
You can't see the way to back to the conversation.
Yeah. Just some of those dumb, played out ass blind
But you know
jokes.
what? That's the bad thing about it is I've been around you long enough to watch, and they are some of the corny fucking jokes that they would say too.
The dumbest
stupid shit.
Like shit that Bob Hope used to say. Hey, I'm on the air. Don't call me. Don't call me. I'm on the air.
She's really badoinking.
I'm getting badoinked out of my mind here.
Yeah.
Just wait for me to finish, please.
How many times have you said that to a woman? I'm sorry, but it's just your fucking face is making me laugh even harder looking at you.
Like, what am I going to say at this point? Like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, fuck.
Oh, God.
But, yeah, I'm on the air. I don't know what she was... Well,
what's so important at this point, you mean?
Maybe she can't listen. I don't know. People have...
I don't know. I'm seeing numbers in there, so... yeah, who knows?
But I can't take a phone call, unfortunately.
She just don't want to stop the show and just talk
like,
on the phone.
How you doing? Hey, what's his name? Used to do that. Father Time. Right?
Father Time always did that.
took voice.
You know, that's one thing I got to say. God bless V for being there at that time, though. She did his show. I would have probably. Oh God.
I mean, it was so schizophrenic. I love how he used to leave his show and go get something to eat during the show.
Yeah, and she would just sit right there, and I'd be like, where did Father Time go?
Over to 7-Eleven?
Or a lot of times he'd be like, okay, I don't want to talk right now. Go ahead, V. She carried the fucking show. And
oh, that's right. Oh, she had May syndrome, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or he had May syndrome.
He did.
He had May syndrome. So wow. That's funny.
Good news for all you Josh lovers out there.
Yeah.
That he may be joining the show, her show. A co-host.
Whose show?
Maze? Permanently.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, yippity. Does that mean he's going to be here every Wednesday?
Yep.
I might have to slam my dick down on that one. See, this is the problem, man. You know, you try to be cool to people,
right.
And they... You know, I don't think they mean to be malicious or take advantage.
There are only certain people that can come on this show as a regular.
And that's those who are regulars.
Special people.
Like AK, Ocelot,
right.
You know, those
people that have, they're special.
Yeah, but, you know, Darth Dork, I mean, he's cool.
Cool
don't
guy.
Get me wrong.
Right.
And we had a great show with him. But, you know, it's not all the time, man. You don't want to, you know, force yourself on.
But, yeah, he's going to be, as far as I know, joining her show. And... Well, you know, and the other problem we may have with that whole thing would be the fact that, well, think about this. Okay, now, you're saying about him going on her show. Your show comes up immediately following.
Right.
And you're worried about that. But I would be worried about the other days, too. Because what happens if him and AK get together, then he, you know, he starts showing up with her because they're a
couple.
They're an item.
Right. And then all of a sudden...
If she's listening, I am a dead man right now.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
That's okay. That's all right. At least I didn't let it lay on my jeans. Well, yeah, it wasn't me that did that.
Damn. You guys digging at each other.
And look at this. I can fix the bell.
Oh, shit.
Just kidding.
Damn.
No, you know what? I wrestled with that thing like a half a fucking hour trying to figure it out.
What do people say we are when it's just you and me? We're
like we're guys.
We're manly.
Guys.
We're making it manly or something.
Yeah, we're being guys.
I didn't know. I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Kind of in a way, I guess. I don't know.
More guyish, I guess. I never.
You think so?
I don't know. I never really looked at it like that. But
let's see. Last time we were totally alone, we were whining and crying about women. This time we were alone. We whined and cried about women.
Yeah, that's really manly.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, that testosterone's just flowing
through my veins, man. Well, it's
we're wuss babies.
Actually, I do have a funny thing to tell you real quick.
All right.
I was talking to Cockatiel last night, and she was making mention that she was like, yeah, you know, sometimes when you and Jerkman gang up on me, she's like, I just can't take it.
She got upset. She really did. She sat over there and looked like she wanted to cry.
Yeah, because
But we really weren't ganging up on her.
No, we were just trying to tell her you got ripped.
Yeah, we were telling her she got ripped off. Anybody that gives you $32,000 you spend
On
for
solar
panels
energy.
that are only going to give you 618 watts per year. Yes, you were fucked royally.
Well, it wasn't that, but we were also on government and a bunch of other shit, and she...
Well, because she says dumb shit. I'm sorry.
Well,
if you're
yeah.
going to say dumb shit, be prepared to get fucking someone that's got some kind of fucking intelligence to rip you back.
Yeah, well, that's it. And she was like, you and Jerkman are just like attack dogs, and I can't deal. and then, here we go. So here's the contradiction she pulled. She goes,
right.
And you guys, you tell people not to vote, but then you tell them to go vote for you, for your best show.
But that's why we say that shit to her.
Well, and I was like, well,
my God.
that actually means something. And she was like, well, yeah, so wait, you think it's more important for them to vote for you as a show than to vote for the president?
Yes,
I'm like,
that's what we're saying.
Yeah, because the presidential vote doesn't mean
stacked.
shit.
It's not real.
Right, and she's like, well, how do you know that your USI awards aren't fixed?
Oh, my. Well, even if they were, we're not going to ruin a country over it.
Exactly. It's not like, okay, well, you can drive a simulator. You're not going to kill anybody, as opposed to flying a real fucking airplane.
Plane crashing into something.
Oh, just
damn, she did it again. She scared the shit out of me.
I heard her come in again.
Jesus Christ.
I heard it.
Am I jumping tonight or something?
You were jumping,
Nobody can ever fucking scare me. Twice now, fucking Yoda comes dancing in here, and I'm like, what the fuck?
You're hearing the badoinks in my pants, and you're hearing...
Oh, my God. Maybe I'm just on edge.
I think, yeah, there's something that's got you a little jumpy.
I'm a little creepy today. I'm a little creeped down. I don't know what it is. Yeah, creepy all the time. Here we go.
That was a good one.
Starting to, yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Just sitting laughing it back like fucking, what the hell's... Jesus.
So, yeah, that was Cockatiel's big thing.
Well, she made comments that night that were very unintelligent. I'm sorry.
Well,
bottom line.
And she does tend to do that. She makes stupid comments, and then, of course...
Well, like that one there. Well, why could you tell people to not vote for the president, but yet go vote for your award?
Yeah, which, by the way,
why would you
the award. Go to usiawards.com. Click on Nominate here. Nominate us.
And nominate... It's out there.
Have you done that yet?
Yeah, I went. I went. I went and nominated. The show.
Oh, you did. Okay,
yeah.
good. So you've done. All right, yeah, but so you go there and you're gonna click on Nominate here and put STIM Radio in the box.
I would actually like to see. Yeah, and when you click on the STIM Radio box, make sure you backspace all that out and put "It's out there."
No, it's out there. It's out of there. Put in STIM Radio.
But yeah, they yeah, I don't know. She just sometimes.
Right,
it's not that I dislike her.
Oh, I know she's a great person.
Yeah,
But the thing is, you're right. She makes some bonehead comments sometimes.
Yeah, there's just some things that she says that you're kind of like, can you at least think before you open up?
That's what I'm saying.
Just a little bit.
Like, you're saying this shit on the air, don't you? You expect a reaction, don't you?
Well, then she said, "Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to trash it, throw it away." Okay, you just spent $32,000, $32,000 fucking dollars you're still paying on.
Let's throw it away.
And instead of demanding your money back, looking for the rights that you have, this, that, anything else, you're just going to destroy it and throw it away.
But not just that one, but there were some other boneheady, past things where she came in and it's like,
I think she was listening.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, when we started talking about that one drop.
She's like, fuck you.
Fuck you. You guys teaming up on me, y'all, and shit.
Attack dogs.
Right.
Well, no, you know what? The thing is, we can't let somebody sit by and get fucked.
Hey, we do it to each other. When we say dumb shit, we ride each other over it.
Oh, yeah.
We all do it. We all of us, from me, you, A.K., Ocelot.
You just got me a little while ago with someone said something about a person. Where the fuck it was.
Yeah, there's 7 billion people on this fucking planet. You told me one about the other.
Somebody said something about a person, man. Whoa. You don't say, man. Shit.
I've only got, 6 billion, 900 billion?
Well, 30. And if we care about you as a person,
right.
We're obviously, we're checking you because we don't want you to be stupid.
We don't want people walking around going, boy, that person's just not that bright.
Because some people are just fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And you just,
She's not a dumb person. She just says dumb things.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
see, some people some people can't say it as quick as they can. They say it quicker than it should, and it comes out faster than they get the chance to think about it. I guess what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, they spit it out, and then you're like, oh, okay.
And then you know that if they really sat and thought about what they just said, they probably would not have said that.
Yeah.
You would hope so.
Well, yeah, if they could rewind it back and hear what they said.
Right.
You know, which they should be able to do with these archives. Speaking of dumb shit being said, too, I love when people tell me, like they'll see me texting with my flip phone, and they go, they have ones where you can talk your text now. Like...
They feel the need to tell you
that? I didn't... Really?
Well,
they haven't? I actually did that to somebody the other day. I think it was Bobcat, actually. She goes, they got ones that you could speak your text. And I kind of stopped, and I went, they actually have those? And she goes, yeah, they do. And I'm like, I know they do. I was fucking with you because you made a bonehead comment. So, yeah, it's funny when people will tell you that, like you don't know it. Like, dude, the only reason I have this one is because that's what I've liked worked for me at the time. And yeah.
Like I said, I'm starting to worry. I'm getting spidey senses back. Haven't had them in a long time.
Yeah. Why do you feel something again?
No, well, kind of in a way. But it's just kind of strange for me. I haven't had spidey sense in a long time.
I don't know. Like I said,
Not
man,
been used to it.
My spidey senses don't work. I always worry about somebody, and then I find out it's bullshit.
Well, see, that's it for you. If it works reverse for you, then whatever feeling you get, tell me opposite.
Oh, is that how it works?
I guess for you it might.
Maybe.
Because remember, when mine worked before, I'd be like, okay, something bad and then I get a call. Or I call them and, how did you know? Your spidey senses are tingling, aren't they?
See, I always think the worst, man. It's like...
See, I'm good at that. I'm always able to pick up on the negative stuff. I can pick up on that. Now, if they were out having a great time, I probably would get no feeling.
Right.
But if they felt bad or something was going wrong or something was going to happen, it's like, ding, 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 ding. It's like I sense them.
Well, that's interesting. So AK is listening. There's something you're picking up. Well, how could that be bad?
I don't know. It doesn't mean it's bad. It just means I sense them.
I suspect something, but
because I could always sense my ex. Well, I'm not saying that she's my, I'm not saying AK is my. We're not lovers or nothing here, but
right.
But I could just sense her for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, I do.
Doesn't mean it's negative.
I do suspect something, but I won't say it on the air.
You suspect something?
Yeah,
from her.
Well, yeah, but because like you said, you pick up only bad things, and the fact she was listening may have meant something. I don't know.
So then, whatever you're going to tell me, what I really truly need to do is sit back and think of the opposite.
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
All right, fuckers. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm GJ. Wait a minute. You know what? I'm GJ Spidey Man Tingling Jerkman.
Hey.
There we go. I got it out.
And that's the story there, bitches. Jerkman with Parkinson's.
I got Parkinson's.
See ya.
It's the shit that irks me. It's the shit.